Good morning. This is Cub reporter Ken Cordero coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the former United States of America. The day today is November 27, 2013 AD, which means in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now, this is a very sad day for me. But before I get into that, let me tell you who I'm being sponsored by today. My good friend out of Mystic, Connecticut, Christina Curtin, owner of 2400 Degrees F Fine Jewelries and Collectible. Her number is 860-463-4631. Also, out of Newport, Rhode Island, A1 Car Cabin Van. Their number is 401-841-0411. And also in Middletown, Jim's Pizza. His number is 401-619-2704. The problem with government in our country today is our country, the leaders in our country, led by our Muslim President Barack Hussein Obama, they think we're the enemy. We are not the enemy. America was founded on capitalism. Freedom from government. And you can't do anything now. You can't even cut the grass without the government being involved in your life. And these people always want you to give to this charity or that charity. But in order to give, you have to have something extra. And you can't have something extra if the government is always taking it away from you. Let me go to this story, which was in the New York Post last month, their Sunday, October 20th edition. Let me see if I can show you the picture here. Can you see it? Uncle Sam with a gun. There you go. U.S. robs bank of $13 million. You're going after. Who did they go after? J.P. Morgan Chase has tentatively agreed to pay the Department of Justice a record $13 billion settlement to resolve a number of civic probes resulting to residential mortgage-backed securities, a deal that doesn't protect the bank against additional criminal prosecution. So not only do they want to take $13 billion from the bank, they want to fuck them more. The settlement, which was revealed Saturday, would be the largest lump payout the United States government has ever asked of an individual company. Now, Dick Bove, an influential bank analyst at Raphael Capital, said, and he's right, this is a basic and fundamental attack on capitalism. It is possible that the government is taking away the property of J.P. Morgan shareholders without the shareholder having committed any crime or having any say in the expiration of these funds. Under the settlement, J.P. Morgan must continue to cooperate with federal investigators who are probing the bank giant's issuance of mortgage-backed securities from 2005 to 2007, according to sources. Still to be ironed out are the details of how to resolve that criminal investigation, along with the wording of any public admissions of culpability that the Justice Department might require the bank to make. The government is telling you what to do again and again. Insiders and analysts call the proposed settlement a raw deal, given that the J.P. Morgan's own estimates, some 80% of its mortgage-backed securities have been acquired when it bought Bear Stearns and Washington Mutual in 2008 at the request of the government. So here's the government telling you what to do and then screwing you for it. We're not the enemy. Huh? And not only do they want to take your money, they don't know how to spend it. This from our local paper this past weekend, the Newport Daily News. Wind energy company to pay for Eagle's death. Okay. The government, for the first time, has enforced environmental laws. Oh, of course, it's always for the environment. It's always for your safety. These people make me so sick. This isn't just like, you know, slavery. This isn't slavery anymore. This is the brutal rape of the American people. That's what this is. The government for the first time has enforced environmental laws protecting birds against wind energy facilities. So once again, the government is telling you to do something. Let's have some clean energy, but you better not kill a bird with these turbines, or else we're going to fine you. Winning a $1 million settlement Friday from a power company that pleaded guilty to killing 14 eagles and 149 other birds at two Wyoming wind facilities. The Obama administration has championed pollution-free wind power and used the same laws against oil companies and power companies for drowning and electrocuting birds. Of course, our Muslim president. A guy who's never worked in a fucking day in his life. Excuse my English. In this plea agreement, Duke Energy Renewables acknowledges that it constructed these wind projects in a manner it knew beforehand would likely result in a variant deaths. Robert G. Duher, Acting Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Environmental and Natural Resources Division, said in a statement. I mean, really? The problem is, and it's something these people don't seem to understand, birds, animals are not more important than people. No matter what these people try and tell you. And they're going to try and tell you, you know, the way you treat animals is the way that, you know, you'll treat a human being. But that's not true. And the simple fact is, animals are not equal to human beings. And that's what and they're putting them above humans here. Now, here's their admission of culpability brought on by the bullying of our government. We deeply regret the impacts of golden eagles at the two of our wind facilities. Our goal is to provide the benefits of wind energy in the most environmentally responsible way. You know, these people think they can save the environment. You know, they didn't create the environment. They can't save the environment. A study in September by federal biologists found that wind turbines had killed at least 67 bald and gold eagles. Well, I'm sorry if these animals die, but you know, the simple fact is, what is more violent than nature itself? Kill and be killed, the law of the jungle, right? I mean, animals are killing animals every day. Do you think they're doing it in the nicest way possible? Or maybe in the best possible way to actually get the job done? So they can get something to eat. Huh? Until Friday's announcement, not a single wind energy company had been prosecuted for a death of an eagle or other protected bird. I mean, who's to say these birds are protected? What, the government? Even though each death is a violation, until Friday's announcement, not a single wind energy company had been prosecuted for a death of an eagle or other protected bird, even though each death is a violation of federal laws. Oh, here you go. they want to make sure they it's a federal law, so you better not break it. It's a federal law. How about our federal immigration laws, Mr. President? Ever think of enforcing those? You know, Fast and Furious, just hundreds, thousands of criminal, illegal aliens in this country. Ever think of enforcing our federal violation laws then? Our federal laws, huh? All these groups demanding stuff. How dare you people come into my country and demand something? Get out of my country. Go and improve your own country. Go back to wherever you came from, and I don't care who you are. You bunch of lazy people are so lazy. It absolutely makes me sick. Excuse my English. Again, this company was trying to do something that the president wants, provide clean energy. And here's the thing too about this. Not a single wind energy facility has obtained a permit. You know, they were doing this, taking this money from this company just because they weren't like a federal company. They were like independent. So of course, they're the enemy. No, you're the enemy, Mr. Obama. You and Holder, your buddy terrorist there. People are so disgusting. Okay, here's the article out of Monday's Daily News. From New York, troopers, they bought new SUVs so they could spot you if you're texting, because that's bad. You can't do that. You can't text and drive. New York has given state police 32 tall, unmarked, of course they're unmarked, because they want to sneak up on you, SUVs to better peer down a driver's hands, part of one of the nation's most aggressive attacks on texting while driving. How about if we have an aggressive attack on the criminal illegal aliens in the country? Huh? You know where they're at. They're at every fucking restaurant, every landscaping company, every hotel. How about getting them out? How about doing your actual job that you're supposed to do, Mr. President? New York is among 41 states that ban texting. So that means in 9 states it's not even against the law. You know, whatever happened to the land of the free? You know, land of the free, you're free. You can text if you want. You can be on the phone if you want. And the problem is also, just from passing a law, people aren't going to necessarily follow it, especially criminals. New York is among 41 states that ban texting messages for all drivers and is among only 12 that prohibit using handheld cell phones. The state this year stiffened penalties, of course, because they're supposed to represent you, but you're bad. You want your freedoms. The state this year stiffened penalties for motorists caught using handheld texting to talk or text, increasing penalty points on the driver's record from 3 to 5, along with tickets that carry fines of up to $200. Hey, believe me, that's nothing. Here in Newport, in our police state of Rhode Island, you know, if you have your stereo up too loud trying to have a good time, you find fucking $400 in Newport. You know, if you want to have a party and you're a little too loud, you can be like 1 point over the decimals and they'll find you $400. They don't care. Give us your money. Screw you. And these people want to talk about bullying. Who is a bigger bully than the government? Huh? Than the federal government itself? Nobody. So I just want to try and stay focused on this one point today. If you actually want to get up and work every day, go to work, make some money, try and save some money, the government hates you. Especially here in Middletown, Rhode Island, and in Rhode Island. Now with that, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. My best advice is go to church, because then you're in God's house and only God can help you. And approach Him with goodness and simplicity of heart. And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in today. And have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.